Human rights violation has been the most common song sung by members of the opposition, the human rights defenders and the general public, with a more manifestation in the 2021 general elections. The common cited top violators of human rights includes the Uganda Police Force, Internal Security Organ ISO, CMI, and the Uganda People Defense Forces UPDF, which Ugandans accuse of torture, abductions and other human rights violating activities.
yakuba abantu bayitirivu ennyo mu campaign wano tunonya akaluka hono ebo kyagula nakuba abantu nabamenyamenya amu babutikubita nabamenyeka amagulu nabamenyeka emikono.
This has attracted attention from both the local and international community, with President Yoweri Museveni cautioning security organs against human rights violations, saying these are not core principles which DNRM fought for. However, the report conducted by the Uganda Human Rights Commission has revealed that poor welfare of the police officers is the major force behind human rights violation in Uganda. This report, entitled "Squeezing Water Out of a Stone," has been launched today by the Commission's Chairperson Mutonyi Mariam Wangadya and the representatives of Uganda Police in Kampala.
The honor to launch a report on whose theme is "Squeezing Water Out of a Stone: Working and Living Conditions of the Uganda Police Force Personnel and their Implications on Observance of Human Rights."
According to this report, out of the 390 police personnel who were interviewed on living conditions and observance of human rights, 29% lived in moderately decent housing, 24% lived in dilapidated structures, 3.6% lived in makeshift structures, while 7.7% didn't specify. The report also revealed that 80% of the respondents had access to water within the vicinity of their accommodation, 62% had their water bills paid by Uganda Police, while 19% paid their own bills, and more other factors. Other factors that were mentioned in the report include the working conditions and observance of human rights and the moderating role of socio-political factors.
The Commission found that the living and working conditions of Uganda Police Force personnel were wanting, and in some cases to extreme levels. The research also established a noticeable linkage between the living and working conditions of Uganda Police Force personnel and the observance of human rights. As it has already been alluded to, this explains the choice of the title, "Squeezing Water Out of a Stone."
Addressing the media, the chairperson Uganda Human Rights Commission Mariam Wangadya revealed that the research was conducted drawing from the Commission's mandate, speculated in Article 53, Section 2 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, saying in case the recommendations made are implemented, this will improve the Uganda Police Force.
2018, government decentralized compensations from the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs to individual government entities. The research sought to establish whether police working and living conditions were a catalyst for human rights violations and had this specific objective.
Bionabyo Kamadi, the Director Research, Education and Documentation at Uganda Human Rights Commission, called upon the Minister of Finance to increase the budget for Uganda Police Force to allow it execute its duties with ease. He also made several other recommendations to the Uganda Police Force, such as the abolition of the common police camp housing known as the uniports across all police stations, and among others, as he explained.
The Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development should increase funding to the Uganda Police Force to facilitate the construction of decent offices with the requisite facilities and amenities that are in line with human rights standards on police stations, provision of adequate equipment and supplies, and dissemination of all laws to all personnel. This force should stop the use of uniports and other makeshift structures as offices and cells. Mr. IGP, we kindly request you to look into this because uniports are hot when it is hot and cold when it is cold. Police force should integrate the human rights-based approach in all their policy development, implementation, evaluation, and review to ensure that no unintended harm results from legitimate decisions and actions.
The Inspector General of Police, Martin Okoth-Ochola, in his message which was delivered by Assistant Inspector General of Police Erasmus Twaruhukwa, commended the Uganda Human Rights Commission for the great work done in compiling the report and assured police's commitment.
We shall witness a situation where the working and living conditions of police personnel impact the observance of human rights positively. I wish once again to thank the Uganda Human Rights Commission and deeply commend the Commission for this initiative and look forward to the continued cooperation as we ensure an environment where human rights are observed by all stakeholders, including the law enforcement officers.
John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News.